Intense fire exchange and crashing explosions echo beyond Fallujah, the city where military operations began Tuesday to clear the area of so-called Islamic State fighters. The military mission, led by federal police, security forces, allied militias, and tribal fighters aligned to the Iraqi Islamic Party, has received plenty of online support. But the latest pushback has also drawn condemnation from various sides. Fallujah has been under the control of IS for the past 2 years, but for the last 12 months it has been besieged by government forces. Officials in the past 4 days have ordered civilians to leave, but that's without having established safe exit routes for their escape. The Association of Muslim Scholars in Iraq describes the year-old siege as unjust, and it holds the government responsible for what happens to residents under what it describes as indiscriminate shelling. Locals interviewed by FRB told us of renewed fears of sectarian violence, triggered by the presence of militia outfits and the head of Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, Qasem Soleimani. Writing on the wall in the area of Garma, 4 kilometers north of Fallujah, reads, "Thanks Iran, thanks Soleimani." News of the death of a senior Basij commander, Qurban Nujafi, also broke yesterday, who died in the Battle of Fallujah. Iraj Mesjedi, Iranian advisor to Soleimani, stated yesterday that if a combatant to a Revolutionary Guard is sent to Iraq or Syria, it's for the defense of our holy mosques and to defend the borders of the Islamic Iranian Republic. FRB was able to speak to Sheikh Mustafa Darbouli, who described the situation on the ground from inside the militant-held city.
اليوم الأربعاء ومنذ الساعة 5 فجرا بدأ القصف بمختلف أنواع الأسلحة الثقيلة بالمدفعية والراجمات والصواريخ والهاونات، إضافة إلى طائرات السيخوي التي من المعلوم أن أهدافها غير دقيقة، ويقدر عدد الصواريخ والقذائف أكثر من 2000 صاروخ وقذيفة، مما أدى إلى تدمير البيوت على ساكنيها وكذلك المحلات والمساجد، وهناك قتلى لحد الآن تحت الإنقاذ.
Darbouli's testimony, alongside statements released by humanitarian observers, confirmed that not nearly enough is being done to protect non-combatants and civilian infrastructure. Supply routes from which aid can enter the city have been cut off entirely since December last year, forcing residents to survive on dry dates and river water, according to Norwegian Refugee Council. Sharq al-Awsat newspaper reported that aid and relief items sent by Saudi Arabia were moved from warehouses where they were stored at Baghdad airport due to extortionate rent costs. Officials have assured that supplies are now in the safekeeping of the Ministry of Migration, but according to members of Al-Anbar Council with whom FRB spoke, no aid has reached the people of the province. Providing aid is only one of Saudi's contributions in Iraq. The country also forms part of the coalition that assists Iraq's security forces, despite previous opposition to militia conduct in combat. Just yesterday, the Prime Minister once again reaffirmed the role of the popular mobilisation crowd as an official arm of the country's security forces.